Yeah, we had our first lunch, which was just amazing. Anyway, everything was homegrown. We're sitting there, and halfway through the lunch, I said to him, Chico, his name was Chico, I said, it's amazing. He said, I feel as though I've known you all my life. And I said, this is the first time we've spoken. And he said, blood's blood. And it just meant so much.
Absolutely. And the security, another person told me that he'd gone on a world trip, but he'd gone to New York, and at the time there was noise everywhere, and he said, I just felt unsafe and I couldn't sleep well. So then they went to Europe, landed in Calabria, and he said, I slept like a baby. So I felt so secure.
It's a security thing.
And the amazing thing though is that in terms of how Calabria is presented in the media, you'd expect the opposite, wouldn't you?
It's exactly right. I go back and I look at it and I say, this is the Calabria people should see. This is the Calabria people should see. Unfortunately, we've had that obviously stigma for many years, and maybe in some areas it is true, but that's not the whole of Calabria. Calabria is just a beautiful place.
Oh, and I think in terms of the criminality, I think a lot of it is no different
to anywhere else.
Right?
Anywhere else.
It's openly talked and discussed.
I think the fact that the fact that it's been so dramatised on TV and it makes good viewing because it's a great story, but it's not what the life over there is. It's far from it.
And do you use in the restaurant? Do you use calabresa?
We do use some. We do use some of them. In fact, we do for quite a while. We did a lot of regional nights where we wended our way around Italy. And we did the regions and did the food from the regions, the songs, the wines and everything. When we went to do Calabria, we did the Calabrese night, and we did 3 or 4 of them. And I used Dad's wine, I used some of the produce, his salami, his homemade salami, which was sensational. And of course, we bought some wines, and we went to Mediterranean, who were Calabrians themselves, and we bought Mediterranean wholesalers, and we bought some Calabrian wines. Anyway, cut a long story short, we bought the wines, we served them that night, and about a year later, Ralph went to Italy for the first time in many years, and we've got a family property in Calabria, just outside Santa Femia, which is still in the family. It's only a tiny little plot. And he said he was walking through the plot, and there he was, and he looked up and he saw a sign, and it had Stati, S-T-A-T-T, which is the wine, and they were our neighbouring vineyard, and in fact that's the wine that we used that night, unbeknownst to us. So it was quite surreal that we were using wines that was grown next door to our own property in Calabria.
Well, let's just stop it for a moment. Stop it for a moment, because